What's up, all you miners out there? So today I finally got my packages in and I got a bunch of new splitters here, and I needed these to hook up my GPUs because I want to power my risers with PCIe, not SATA, so I can get this finally hooked up today. As you guys saw this in a previous video, I picked it up from Best Buy. I haven't even opened it yet, and it's been here for a few days now, probably like 4 days or so. So I want to get it hooked up today, get it on my mining rig, and I'll show you guys an update also on my 30 series mining rig. It is almost complete to a 6-card rig. I'm just waiting on one more GPU, which I just have to pick up. Then I'll have a 3060 Ti, 4 3070s, and a 3080 on it, mining pretty well. Today I still have my 1050 Ti on it, and I'll show you guys that in a few minutes. I'll go down into my crypto mining basement and I'll get this installed onto it, and then we'll go into Hive OS and we will put the overclocks on it and get it mining. So let's go ahead and do that. I have my splitter, my risers in the basement. I'll get that out of the box and we'll get it onto the rig. It's in a tight space, so I'll probably install it off camera, but I'll show you guys what I'm doing and how I'm doing it down there. Alright, so here we are in my crypto mining basement. I have my GPU. There's my rig down there. Now I plan, you can see between that 3080 and 3060 Ti tough, there is a spot. There's a spot for another GPU, and that's my 1050 Ti at the end. It's pretty loud down here with all the fans going. I have the one box fan here, the other one here, and I have my P104 rig. Other rigs going. It's currently 88 Celsius down here, so it is picking up. I think these are helping a little bit. If you guys saw that video, I installed these. I think they're doing a little bit of help, not much. I think more down here it gets a little warm, but what I'm gonna have to do is shut this rig off down here. I'm gonna leave the fan on. I'm probably just gonna put it here. Let's move it over now. I'm gonna put it right there just for now. That way it can keep blowing across those cards, and hopefully what will happen is they will cool down a little bit to help out. And then I'm going to get this rig shut off, and I'm going to shut it off and we'll get it installed on this slot right here. Like I said, I have my splitter. I have another GPU somewhere in here. There's another GPU riser, so I have what is needed to do it. So let's go ahead and get it unboxed and onto the rig. Alright, so we're starting to get there. I have it installed. I do have to do something about these wires. I might have to reroute them, maybe tuck them behind the blue wire, and I'll have to get my splitter wherever I put it onto this. I do have the wires, here they are, ready to go, so I'll split them off. The riser's in there, and if you can see down here, I'm not sure, let me get some light. You will see that. Let me get some light down here. You'll see a little black adapter thing, as you can see on those. They're 3D printed clips to help hold the PCI riser in place. So I printed those. I can actually sell them if anyone is interested, but it helps secure it so it doesn't move. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the splitter. You can see this thing is actually bigger than my 3080. This is my 3080, and this is my 3060 Ti, and you can see that this is actually a little bit bigger than the 3080, which is a little strange, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna try and do something with this wire, get the splitter put in. I have my riser in down there, as you can see, but I'll try and get the rest put on, and then we'll get it fired up. You can see the riser down there. So I will be powering it. We'll be powering it with the PCI wire. I don't know if you can get a good shot down there. You can see that it will be a 6-pin connection. So let me get the rest of this installed, and then we'll get this thing fired up. All right, I got it on there. I got the wiring figured out. This one's not too bad. I'll just tuck it back a little bit. So everything else looks like it's good. I got my thing. Now I did take the flight sheet off this rig for now, just so I can fire it up, because this is actually mining Ravencoin. So I'm probably going to change my config file a little bit. And this one will end up getting replaced with another gigabyte card. So you see, 1, 2, 3 3070s, my 3060 Ti, and my 3080 on here. And then this my 36 or 1050 Ti. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might put it into this rig down here, this PC. Once I get some time, I don't know. It has a 210 in it. I really don't use it for much, so I might replace. I'm not sure, but let's get this thing fired up and see this GPU in action. So, ooh, Aorus. Team up to fight. Aorus RTX 3060 or 30 series. Oh yeah, that is pretty sick looking. Very glad I got this GPU. I'm obviously not going to change any of them graphics on it. My cards, and like I said, I don't have the flight sheet installed. I want to get the overclocks onto this and get the configuration file set before I put the flight sheet back on it. So now I'm going to have to go inside the computer. We'll get this tucked back up under, and I see a wire hanging down, which means I didn't connect it. I didn't connect the actual GPU to the motherboard, so we got to shut it back down. It's getting power, as you guys can see, but I'll get this connected up. I just got to plug it into the riser so it can actually do its thing. And then we're going to go into the computer. So I'm going to plug that in, and we'll go into the computer right now, and we'll change the configuration file so that this one will be on Ravencoin, the rest will be on Ethereum, and I'll get some overclock settings on this. I'll probably just base it off of my overclock settings from my Strix, and then I'll just monitor that for the next few days and make sure that it's okay, or if I can get more out of it, I will. So let me get that finished. Let me just plug this in, and then I'll go inside the computer. All right, so I'm logged into my rig. I'm going to change some of my overclocks because they got a little messed up, but you will notice that I don't have the 1050 Ti on this rig. Now, I had some issues that when I had the 1050 Ti plugged in, the 1050 Ti and another GPU wasn't registering, or registering is dead. But when I unplugged the 1050 Ti, they worked fine. So I'm going to keep it unplugged. I don't really need to mine Ravencoin right now. I'd much rather have the GPU mining Ethereum. So right now it's just sitting on the rig, not connected to anything. The big challenge will be when I do pick up that 6 GPU, if it'll do the same thing. So we'll see when I pick that up. Right now I do have it here, so I'm going to go into my flight sheets and pick one. I should have one. Here it is for Hive on, and we'll go ahead and I will remote into it. So I did try changing out the riser for my 1050 Ti to the same ones that I'm using on these. It didn't work out to my favor, but like I said, I'd much rather have the 3070s mining than a 1050 Ti making next to nothing. So we'll go in here, we'll go on the miner, and we're generating the DAG here. Now I just plugged in the gigabyte one. This is the one I just added. So all this really isn't much. My 3080 I have at the same settings I had before. They're all pretty much very similar overclocks. I just changed the power settings. Now I do have it at 120. I might have to up that to 130. We'll see if the overclock holds. But right now it's getting 52. I do have it on a couple minute delay, so we'll check on it and see. But that's pretty much it on the rig. Over the next few days, I'll keep an eye on it, see if I can keep it 120 watts and still mine Ethereum, see if I can get to 62 to 63 mega hash a second right now. I don't know if I'm going to get that. I do have the fans up, and I put the fan back on it, but it's in there. I'm not going to go through any profitability because I've done that in multiple videos. This is just my update on this rig. I do have, as you can see, the 3070s, the 3060 Ti, and 3080. I do plan on expanding. I'm trying to get GPUs as fast as I can, but it's on the rig. It should go up to like 60 some megahash a second in a few minutes. We'll check on it then. All right, so now you see the overclock set in. 61 across the board. My 3060 has 62 megahash. These will go up slightly more. Like I said, I'm gonna try and keep it at 120 and see if I can keep that megahash, or if the card just crashes. I have had it where cards crash and it'll start mining at stock clocks. Mainly on Windows, not so much on HiveOS, but we'll see if we can get this up just slightly more. And you see in the miner 61, 62 already have some accepted shares. I mean, that 3080 just kills it, 100 megahash a second. The temps aren't where they're going to sit completely because I just started the rig. I'm actually going to up this fan speed to 70 just because of where it's at in my basement. It's already running at 55C. I want to keep this cool as possible down there, and the temps are going up. But as you can see, they're sitting 61 mega hash. I wonder if I upped it a little bit, if I would get just a tiny bit more mega hash a second. I mean, I think I just got really lucky on my 3060 Ti as far as overclocking and performance. I don't see many doing 62 mega hash a second, 120 watts. They're usually around the 61 mega hash a second. I see a lot of 3070s at the 63 mega hash a second. Some people claim 120 watts. My experience is only with my Founders Edition was I able to get 62, almost 63 mega hash a second, 120 watts. All my other ones, I don't know if it's because of the LEDs and everything on them, but they seem to hover around 62-ish mega hash a second. I could up the memory just slightly on my 3070s maybe and get a little bit more. I might try that later, but as you can see, my whole farm right now, 875 mega hash a second. Now I still have one more 3070 on my test bench and a 1070 mining, so there's another like 80 mega hash a second, and I have my 2x3060 rig mining Ethereum, so there's another like almost 100 mega hash a second. So doing pretty well, but I'm gonna let this go. As you can see, it is mining now. All right, so that's an update on my 30 series rig. I'm really hoping that it was an issue with the 1050 Ti, maybe a driver issue that was causing my rig to act like that. I don't see why it would, because it was working fine before. So hopefully when I pick up my other 3070, I can get on that rig without issue. But we'll see when the time comes. But right now, I'm gonna consider it a success. Got my, looks like old school Yingling light. Successful day, adding to the farm. Pretty much still trying to add. I may have to go out and buy some more motherboards and put together some more frames real soon. We'll see when the time comes. Maybe in the meantime, I'll get my Founders Edition down there. I do like it mining on my test bench. It's been doing really solid. But, you know, thanks for checking this video out. If anyone has an idea maybe why my 6 GPU wasn't working on my motherboard, it is a Gigabyte Z270 D3 motherboard. It was working great. My other one on my test bench has been working great. Maybe I was just at its limits as far as what the CPU can handle. I'm not sure. Maybe I just need to update HiveOS. I'll figure that stuff out later when I have more time to mess with it. But, you know, thanks for checking this video out. Let me know if you guys are getting better hash rates with your 3070s, what your overclocks may be. Just different things I can try in the meantime. I do plan on picking up that other 3070 gigabyte in the next few days. I have to stop at Best Buy, Best Buy, and pick up something that I ordered. So when I do that, I'll stop at my brother's house because it's right around the corner, pick up my 3070, get that mining. So hopefully soon I'll be showing you guys a video breaking 1 giga hash a second on HiveOS. I do have it pretty much throughout my entire farm. Maybe I'll make a video on that. But, you know, thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.